I can tell people what happened here a few days before 9/11, but this was, I don't recall if that was there, but it was right about halfway. Um, there were so many weakfish that season that right about at that red buoy, if you can see it, the sun's pretty bright. Where is it? Right, yeah, it's in the glare of the sun. A local party boat called Captain Mike every morning was limiting out. I was fishing at the time with a black guy. I wasn't fishing with him, I was fishing next to him. He had the cast net. He fished upstate freshwater, and he had the appropriate gear. So a few days before, it was early afternoon, late morning, I just came by here to see what was happening. The bite was mostly right after sunup. And I'm, right about here or so. And a guy just walks up to me. 5'6", 5'7", early 50s maybe. Starts talking to me about sort of a pre-frame. He had something in his mind. I'm a worldly person, even back then. I know what's going on. So I start talking to him. The intro is, I'm looking to see what's going on with the fish. Anyway, Israeli arms dealers, oil wars that don't end. He worked for the UN, sad eyes. He pulled out his wallet and showed me his ID. This is what's called being used as a human confessional. The shoe bomber, I was on that corner with my back to it on Columbus Day talking to people, and the plane went down over my shoulder. So I can tell people, but it was right about here. We talked right in here for a few minutes, and then when he was done, and he walked off. A few days later, it mattered. I spoke to someone on Mines who was in the military. I had not a similar story, but something amiss that people couldn't corroborate or verify, so they just dismiss it. And there's a lot of that shit floating around, by the way, not to be conspiratorial. I personally think he was aware something was coming, had no ability to stop it, and wanted it off of his chest. Oh, there's your pre-anniversary confession.